close your eyes and imagine a figure skater with grace, agility, and balance. Mix in aggression and speed, and you got the making for a very eventful show. Roller derby is just that. It's kind of a mix between figure skating and hockey, minus the puck and the ice, of course. You can watch a match and you'll see the agility and balance the skaters dodge and block and weave around the track trying to score points for the team. I'm Dominique, also known as All-Wheel Drive, and I'm a referee in the local Fairbanks area for the Women's Flat Track Derby Association. Today I hope to inform you on basic safety gear, equipment used in roller derby. I also hope to convey basic rules of a jam, which are essential to understanding the gameplay and the scoring system. Roller derby is a very aggressive game of cat and mouse. So to protect our roller girls, knowing the basic pieces of equipment that are required are a good thing to know prior to a match. To start out with, all players are required to wear quad skates versus rollerblades, because rollerblades may give an uneven advantage to one side or another. Referees, however, may wear quad skates or blades, depending upon their preference. Knee pads, elbow pads, and wrist guards, as well as a helmet, are also mandatory items to be worn by all skaters, to include referees. Players must also wear mouth guards, whereas referees can't necessarily do that when they got the whistle in the mouth. These are only basic items that skaters have to wear. They may also purchase shin guards. They may also wear face masks to help protect them in case of unintentional blocks to the face. They can wear padded shorts in case of falls, and they may also purchase spine protectors as well. More information on these authorized and required items may be seen at WFTDA.com, which is the official website for Women's Flat Track Derby Association. In addition to the protective gear required, it's also important to understand the significance of the helmet cover and what positions players are playing in. Players with no helmet cover are your blockers. Pivots have stripes running down their helmet covers, and jammers will have stars on theirs. One star on each side of their helmet, clearly visible. The pivots are also blockers, but they are the only blocker that may receive the position of jammer with a legal passing of the star. When that's done, the jammer becomes a blocker, and that pivot becomes the jammer. That being said, again, the pivots are blockers, but they are specialized blockers in that they may receive and become the active jammer. The jammers are the only ones who may score points for their teams during a jam. The idea of the game is to score the most points by the end of the game. The team with the most points obviously wins. By following the stars or the jammers, understanding the scoring will eventually become easier with time. Now that we've covered some of the gear and equipment requirements, let me explain how a match is actually played. A match consists of two 30-minute periods ending as the last jam comes to full completion, or if 30 seconds or less remain on the period timer, then another jam will not be started. A break of 5 minutes will be provided between periods unless previously arranged by teams, referees, and the venue providers. A period consists of multiple jams. Jams are basically 2-minute races where each team's jammer are trying to score as many points as they can, and in the end of the game, again, most points win. By knowing a little bit about how a match is played, you may still be wondering, so how is a jam scored? Jammers, wearing the stars, are the only players on the track who can score points. The pivots and blockers line up on the pivot line at the beginning of a jam. The jam starts on the first long whistle. This releases the pivots and the blockers to move forward on the track. A second set of whistles will start the jammers in motion. This will be a set of 2 quick blasts. The jammers will start moving forward. As the jammers start moving through the pack, a jammer is fighting to get the lead jammer position. If they get any penalties for cutting the track or skating out of bounds, that jammer cannot receive lead jammer position, regardless of them being the first one to break through the pack. The jammers must legally break through the pack to get the lead jammer position. The lead jammer position allows that jammer to call off the jam prior to the 2-minute jam period. Jammers begin to acquire points on their second pass. The first pass determines the lead jam position, or not lead jam position. As the jammers start making their second pass through, for every opposing teammate or opposing player they pass, they get points. 1, 2, 3. And as they pass around and around each lap, they gain points for every person that they pass. Again, having that lead jam position is a benefit because they can call off the jam before the other jammer can actually start making points. The lead jammer, to call off the jam, will tap their waist repeatedly to signal to the referees that they are ready to terminate the jam. They do not stop tapping their waist until 4 quick blasts of the whistle are blown to terminate and end the jam period. In the end of the game, all the points acquired through the jams are added up, and the team with the most points wins. Again, more details and additional rules are available at wftda.com, the official website for Women's Flat Track Derby Association. Now that we've covered basic gameplay, scoring, and jam rules, let us recap a little bit of what we've covered. Today I've discussed basic gear and equipment required to keep our roller girls and skaters safe. We've also discussed how a jam is scored and a match is played. So the next time you hear or see an ad for a roller derby match, go out there and support your local roller girls and enjoy the show.